today I am here with a very special guest. All of us in our different zones of our life, we have a set of beliefs and we have set of stereotypes के बॉस इस तरह के लोग ये कर सकते हैं, इस तरह के लोग ये नहीं कर सकते. इन मेडिकल प्रोफेशन फॉर एग्जांपल यू विल से कि लड़के ऑब्स एंड गायनी नहीं कर सकते, लड़कियां सर्जरी नहीं कर सकती, ऑर्थोपेडिक्स नहीं कर सकती. एंड वी हैव क्रिएटेड दैट ग्लास ceiling for a lot of people, and out of all those people we feel and we see around some people breaking those barriers and reaching it in and making it big in their own lives. Today I have with me Dr. Manisha, who belongs to a remote village in Himachal, and she went on to break barrier after barrier to become a surgeon, and now she's pursuing MCH neurosurgery. And to the best of my knowledge, she is one of the few MCH neurosurgeons coming out, lady MCH neurosurgeons coming out of Himachal. So it's my pleasure and honor to welcome to you and introduce to you Dr. Manisha.
Good afternoon.
कैसा आप, मैं सबसे पहले आपसे जानना चाहता हूँ कि आज जब आप यहाँ बैठे हैं तो क्या इमोशंस आपके दिमाग में जा रहे हैं?
Sir, first of all, I would like to say I'm so grateful for this opportunity because मैंने आपको जब मैं पीजी के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रही थी तो मैंने बस आपके वीडियोस देखी थी यूट्यूब पे जब आप पढ़ाते थे when you used to teach, and now today I have this opportunity to do this podcast with you, so that's a truly blissful for me.
नहीं, मेरे लिए भी बहुत बड़ी बात है. जब मैंने आपकी कहानी पढ़ी तो मेरे लिए तो गूज बम्प मोमेंट था. एक मतलब ऐसा था कि हाँ यार, ये इससे मुझे बात करनी चाहिए. तो मनीषा, मैं जानना चाहता हूँ थोड़ा अपने बैकग्राउंड के बारे में बताएं. आप कहाँ से बिलोंग करते हैं और अपने स्कूल टाइम के बारे में बताएं.
So basically, I belong to a very conservative, underprivileged area, Pangi, which is a tehsil of district Chamba. Chamba is a small town of Himachal Pradesh.
Okay.
So my starting duration of my studies was in Chamba, so I belong to there.
और कब ये सोचा कि मुझे आगे पढ़ाई करनी है? स्कूलिंग कैसे रही? मतलब परिवार का बैकग्राउंड क्या है? क्या परिवार में कोई और डॉक्टर है?
I'm the first doctor from my family, and when I was a child, and my younger brother is there, and when father planned to हमें जब स्कूल भेजना चाहा उन्होंने, तो मेरी फैमिली में एक मेंबर थे, मैं नाम नहीं लूँगी उनका, तो उन्होंने पापा हम दोनों के लिए तो इंग्लिश स्कूल का प्रोस्पेक्टस लेके आए थे.
अच्छा.
एंड देन ही और शी टोल्ड कि इसको पढ़ा के क्या करना है, तो इसने कौन से बड़े तीर मार लेने हैं. बट माई फादर ऑलवेज सपोर्टेड, एनकरेज्ड मी, एंड ही इज़ द रीज़न वाई आई एम हियर टुडे.
कितने बड़े थे उस समय आप?
मुझे ऐसे आई वाज अराउंड 5 years old, बट लेटर आई केम.
याद रहेगी बात आपको तो?
नहीं एक्चुअली मुझे किसी ने बताया कि हाँ ऐसा हुआ था, तो बाद में पता चला था.
तो हर्ट क्यों उस समय बात है?
हाँ,
बुरा लगा.
ऑब्वियसली.
तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जो हम बात करते हैं स्टीरियोटाइप की, या एक हम कहते हैं कि नहीं यार आज तो हम सबको बराबर अपॉर्चुनिटी है, लेकिन जब हम एकदम इंटीरियर्स में जाके देखते हैं तो इतना आसान भी नहीं है. जब स्कूल के समय से ही पहला थॉट ये था कि इसको इंग्लिश स्कूल में भेजते हैं, इसको नहीं भेजते, तो जर्नी तो तभी से अपहिल हो गई.
Obviously, sir. Obviously, it starts from there only, and you have to face a lot. Every person has to face a lot, but everybody has a different story. So mine is a little bit different. But family support was there. My father, my brother, and my mom. They have always supported me. And my father, who is a police officer, his unconditioned love, support, and encouragement. He gave me so much love that I was able to do this. And my mom, who even didn't finish her higher school, from a very tender age, she instilled in me this thought that you have to study, you have to be financially independent, because a financially independent woman can take a decision for herself and can serve others. So they supported me a lot.
So was this her dream के जो मैं नहीं कर पाई, कम से कम मेरी डॉटर उससे आगे बढ़े, मुझसे आगे बढ़ के दिखाए? Was that always in your heart and her mind?
Obviously, sir. Actually, my grandma was also very supportive. I have seen very strong and supportive women in my life. My grandmother was like this. My mom, they always supported me. So a kind of woman empowerment was also there.
मुझे लगता है आप आगे अपने परिवार को भी इसी तरह से सपोर्ट देंगे. सो डॉक्टर मनीषा, मैं जानना चाहता हूँ आपसे कि व्हेन डिड यू डिसाइड कि मुझे डॉक्टर बनना है?
Sir, truly speaking, I never wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be something else. I wanted to follow my passion. See, it's not like that I am unhappy today. Yeah, I'm happy. I have that chance to serve people who actually need. But yeah, I have two dreams in life basically. One I have fulfilled, and another one I have to fulfill.
वो क्या था?
So when I will fulfill, I will definitely tell you.
You can commit here. आज commit कर देंगे, दूसरे वीडियो
No,
में
sir,
फिर से बुलाऊंगा मैं आपको, फिर वो
Obviously, I will do someday and tell you.
तो मतलब when was it? मतलब who instilled this thought of becoming a doctor?
So actually, I belong to a middle class family, a conservative middle class family. So usually, what happens? We start for preparing pre-medical test from MBBS from a very 9th, 10th. Some people want to. I finished my plus two, and I still didn't know what I have to do next. Then my father told, okay, just go for you have good grades, go for medicine. And I was like, Dad, I want to pursue my passion. And he was like, बेटा हम लोग मिडिल क्लास के लोग हैं, हमारे लिए ज़रूरतें पहले आती हैं और शौक बाद में आते हैं.
पेट भरना जरूरी है.
हाँ, obviously. For any, it's not only about me. For many people out there. तो वो दिमाग कहीं ना कहीं दिमाग में बैठ गई. तो ठीक है, एंट्रेंस दिया, मिल भी गई सीट. तो ठीक है, पढ़ाई कर रही थी आगे.
MBBS कहाँ से किया?
MBBS से मेरा GMC फरीदकोट से है.
ओके. और MBBS के समय कब सोचा कि आगे सर्जिकल लाइन में जाना है, जो कि मुझे लगता है एक एटिपिकल थॉट रहता है उस समय पे, जिस तरह के आप बैकग्राउंड से आ रहे थे वहाँ पे ऐसा आपके लड़की पढ़ भी रही है, डॉक्टर भी बन रही है, अब कह रही है सर्जरी भी करनी है. तो ये कब थॉट आया और क्यों आया और किस तरह से सोचा आपने?
There's a very interesting story behind it, sir. Actually, when I was in third year and we used to go on postings, I wanted to be a pediatrician. And I was very firmly, okay, I will do pediatrics. Then when posting came in internship and I was posted in pediatrics, one day, second day, third day, I was not able to handle kids. And that was the point where I came to know I can't do, this is not for me. And after that, I got posted in general surgery. And there I worked very hard. And there I came to know myself that, okay, this is what I want to do actually. You just sedate the patient, you operate and push him back to ICUs and what. I like that work, so I choose general surgery. One another story is behind it, which motivated me basically. My grandpa, as I told, belonged to a very remote area where even medical facilities are not that much. Pangi area.
Okay.
And he had perforation. And perforation, doctors couldn't save his life because it was very delayed and very complicated sepsis and all that. And I was like, I should do something. I can do something for those people. So from there, that idea came that no, I have to do general surgery. At least I couldn't save him, but I can save many lives. And I did it also when I was, after MS finishing, when I was posted in Chamba Medical College. There also ICU facilities are not that much. And I still remember once a patient came and he has 6-day-old perforation history. And he was very poor, and I was on duty, and I think 9 p.m. I got a call from ER that there's a patient with perforation. I just went there, saw X-ray, a very clear air under diaphragm was there, and I told them that patient needs a surgery and plus ICU care also he may need. And that patient attendant told me, I don't have money. And next tertiary center was around 5 to 6 hour distance in Tanda Medical College, and he said, I can't go there. I don't have money. I never went there. Do whatever you want to do here only. And I was like, what should I do now? And then I told them, counseled them basically that patient can die on table, and if you say I can do here, but you have to take risk. He signed that death on table consent, and I operated. And after second, third, he started improving, and I was able to save the life of that patient. And that kind of motivation that patient gave me, I can't explain in words.
You did what your grandfather needed for someone else.
Yes.
जो उनके लिए नहीं हो पाया आपने किसी
Obviously,
और के
I
लिए
was
किया,
able
and
to
that is
save
very satisfying.
someone.
और मुझे लगता है शायद ये आपको अपने बारे में MBBS के समय पता चला कि you want an outcome.
Yes.
Usually when we are choosing between a medical and surgical field, सर्जरी के अंदर ना you have an outcome. Appendix है inflamed है, निकाला खत्म है. You know, there's a perforation, you operate and you know it's a very action packed field.
Yes, sir.
So I have seen in MBBS many people, they bifurcate into either I'll go for a physician kind of a lifestyle or a surgeon. And जो surgeon है they get to know. Maybe you got to know. The boss, मुझे तो action चाहिए.
It is a quote also. Surgeons are not made; they are born.
But they're born. But they sometimes take time to identify themselves.
Yeah.
Maybe you took that time
Yeah.
initially and then you got to know.
Yeah.
एक ना, लेकिन मैं जानना चाहता हूँ, was it always easy and rosy that we are talking about? Was that surgery residency easy? Was it like, did you have a very easy life? Everybody accepted कि हाँ यार इसी को surgeon बनना है? Or was it a little bumpy ride during the residency also?
Never ever, sir. Truly speaking, never ever. When in fact I chose surgery during counseling, my father told me, "Beta, अगर कुछ medical branch करनी है तो कर ले." I have heard that because I was the first one going in medical field, so my father obviously was concerned about it. He said, "Choose something else you want to. I have heard that this is very hectic and choose something else." Then I told, "No, Dad, I want to do this." And when I went for my MS, it was not a very welcoming for me, obviously. And I still remember, I wouldn't name, I still remember one of my professors told me, "You are wasting the seat of a guy."
Oh my God.
Yeah, he told me in front of mine without any hesitation. And another professor was there. He was like, "Go for gynae, why have you came here?" I was like, okay. But I was very firm that no, I will do it. Also, that period I would say was not very easy for me because in my personal life also I was going through a lot of things at that time, and I was not able to balance my personal and professional life. So I was suffering at that time, and I would say I was in depression for almost 6-7 months. But however, due to my family support, due to my support of friends, teachers, I came out. And you know, good people are also there when you have that bad environment. Dr. Kamal Datta, Dr. Ramesh Bharti, sir were there who were always supporting me and making sure that it would be, and they ensured it that my journey is smooth. So
Now, tell me, Nisha, I want to know from you, like being a lady doctor in a branch like surgery, this is like tough, physically tough. You have a lot of things, a lot of time, is given to the branch. We always say once you choose surgery, it takes a major part of your life. And, there are other things happening in life as well. So, is that skewed work-life balance? Plus, people passing judgmental comments, does that make it hard? And you told that you had support of family, parents, around people, but what about yourself? What did you tell yourself at that point? Because I'm sure you would agree, not everybody is able to fight it out. What do you tell yourself when you are pushed down, when you feel कि यार सब मेरे से अलग जा रहे हैं, मैं कैसे अपने आप को वापस लाऊं? अपने आप को क्या बोलते हो?
sir, I would say it was a tough period, but yeah, I think when you have very good people, supporting people, uplifting people around you, it makes those things easy. I still remember there were 7 seats and I was the only female among my rest were 6 males and I was a woman. My one batchmate was Dr. Sahil Mahajan. He is doing urology now from Jitmar. And he was the kind of inspiration for me. And I still remember once around 4 p.m. when everything's finished, and we were making discharge cards. And he just came to me, we sat together, and he told me, "Manisha, I'm a boy, and I am suffering so much, and you are a girl, 10 things also more with you, 10 चीज़ें और होंगी तेरे साथ, तो कैसे manage कर रही है?" And I was like, okay, I'm managing like this, going with the flow. And 6 of them made it ensure that I feel safe among them. We used to go for parties, everything. and they were very supporting. Batchmates were very supporting, and I think that 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 was a huge part that I went through it.
अगर मैं ऐसा बोलूँ कि अगर हमारे आसपास ऐसे लोग थे जो जजमेंटल थे, स्टीरियोटिपिकल थे, लेकिन ऐसे भी बहुत सारे लोग थे जो सपोर्टिव थे, और वी हैव टू लुक एट दी वंस हु आर सपोर्टिव टू स्टे ऑन ट्रैक.
Yes.
मतलब हम एक खराब कमेंट को लेके अपनी जिंदगी नहीं डिफाइन कर सकते. वी हैव टू फाइंड सपोर्ट समवेयर. हो सकता है परिवार में मिले, हो सकता है दोस्तों में मिले, हो सकता है किसी और में मिले, लेकिन हमें वो सपोर्ट लेके फिर उसको मतलब धागा बना के पकड़ लेना है.
जी, जी,
और
जी.
उस थ्रेड के साथ हमें अपनी जिंदगी को आगे बढ़ाना है.
Ji sir. And one lesson what I learned from that experience, that not everyone is going to clap for you. There will be people who will be not satisfied with you. Many of my seniors try to degrade me, keep me down, but yeah, you have to unfollow those unsupported people, not only on social media but in real life also, and surround yourself with uplifting people.
So you have to find if you मतलब मेरा रूल क्या है ना, मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि जिंदगी में मुझे कोई बार बार नेगेटिव वाइब्स देता है, एक बार, दो बार, तीन बार, चार बार के बाद तो उसको ब्लॉक ही कर देता हूँ. Because I don't want negativity in my life.
Obviously.
If I get a negative email, I don't see it on my computer. If I get a negative message, एक बार आ गया, ठीक है, क्रिटिक हो सकता है, सीखना चाहता है, सिखाना चाहता है, जिंदगी मेरे पीछे पड़ गया, I block them out. So it is very important to find the people who clap for you and create your own, like your clan, या अपनी एक गैंग बनानी जरूरी है जो एक दूसरे को uplift
Yes,
करे.
sir.
Do you do the same for them also? मतलब is it like when they clap for you, या जो आपके friends रहे होंगे उस समय जो आपकी मदद कर रहे थे, या you know they were clapping for you when everybody else was not, did you do the same to them कि भाई तू जीत रहा, मैं तेरी भी मदद करेंगे, and like was that like a relation which boosted everybody up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was a kind of relation between us. Whenever anybody of us was used to get scolded by some senior or something, we used to support each other. Once what happened, our seniors just called us in a room and scolded 7 of us. And we just listened for almost 10-15 minutes. Then we came out from that room, and one of them said, we should take a selfie. We used to take selfie, make this moment rememberable. And so those times are actually hard because, and I think it's not about who you are or how you look like. What makes those unwanted people to hate you? I think it's your energy. They just see what they couldn't do at their time, and they see someone else doing that. I think that irritates them because energy speaks a lot.
मुझे ऐसा लगता है it is not about us, it is about them only. जो मतलब उनके अपनी बात के कारण ही मुझे कभी-कभी I feel that somebody is angry at me. Then I look at that idea and talk to them more. It's probably it is about them. It is not about me. So मुझे लगता है शायद residents के अंदर भी कभी-कभी ऐसा होता होगा कि it is about the person who is being negative to every one of the resident doctor. Maybe उसके जिंदगी में कुछ परेशानी
Yes,
हो,
definitely.
and maybe you know we empathize and we say okay boss
Yes,
खत्म
sir,
करते हैं,
yes,
आगे
sir.
बढ़ते हैं, है
Yes,
ना.
sir.
अच्छा एक बात बता मुझे कि मनीषा, you know after your MS surgery you decided to pursue MCH neurosurgery, which is again you know like we don't find a lot of lady doctors, especially from a remote area, going for a MCH neurosurgery. And to the best of my knowledge, we
Yes,
discussed this
sir.
earlier also. I think there would be very few from Himachal who would have joined MCH neurosurgery, women doctors.
Yes, sir.
So, what made you decide that?
There's a very interesting story behind it also. Sir, usually when we go in first year in general surgery, every general surgeon's first surgery is usually appendix. But maybe it was my destiny. I got posted in neurosurgery. And there was Dr. Mukesh at that time. I used to accompany him during surgeries. And you know, anybody can, even a blind person can see how hard you are working. So one surgery, two surgery, in third surgery, he just told me, do it. And I was like, sir, are you telling me to do it? Yeah, of course I'm telling you. And he guided me and I did it. And like this, my first surgery was chronic STH. And that kind of empowered me, sir. Actually empowered me, and I decided that, yeah, I want to do this. I found that interesting. And second one is that I have that soft corner for paralytic patients, basically. Because whenever I see those patients lying on the bed, we cannot imagine what kind of trauma, what kind of depression they go through. So I want to do something from them.
If I say that you're a kind of person जो मतलब you are like always you start a journey with a blurred picture. मतलब
Yes.
I think both your journeys as a MBBS and
Mhm,
MS, you
mhm.
started with a blurred picture,
Yes, sir.
but you let the opportunities come to you, and you found the zone where you truly belong. MBBS
Yes,
के
sir,
अंदर भी ऐसा हुआ
basically.
कि मतलब you were not sure what you wanted to do. You were
Yeah.
thinking pediatrics, medicine, ये,
Mhm.
and then you found surgery, and you are a gut feeling kind of a person. उसे लगा gut feeling कह रही है surgery.
Hmm.
But once you get that gut feeling, you don't listen to the world.
Yeah.
You have that conviction
Absolutely.
inside.
Absolutely.
So, if I say that, in the entire of the talk, you have given credit to family, friends, everybody, but I feel देख वो तो सबके पास रहते हैं ना, लेकिन जो तेरे पास था वो अंदर की कन्विक्शन भी तो थी. वो बहुत सारे लोग गिव अप कर देते हैं. So
Yeah.
you had that, zid कि boss, I know this. Then
Yeah.
when you went into MS, you're again a blurred picture. You had no idea that I'll become a neurosurgeon. But you did that chronic subdural with one of your mentors, and you enjoyed that feeling. You knew that this is where I belong.
Yeah.
And that is where your gut feeling told you, boss मुझे ये करना है. अब कोई कुछ भी कहता रहे,
Yes.
मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा. कोई कुछ भी कहे, मैं यही करना है. And that feeling, that zid is required, to break that glass ceiling. I feel that, all whatever we may say, whatever we may not say, but still in our society, to come out of stereotypes is not easy.
Yes.
आसान नहीं था. And you broke that barrier with that conviction. So with that, hindsight wisdom about your own self, what is it that you would want to tell, a lot of lady doctors who are listening to you today?
I would like to say then, don't ask permission to fly.
Yes.
The wings are yours.
You never asked for permission. You sought support subconsciously, but you never asked anybody's permission. You always wanted to do it.
Yes, sir. The don't ask for permission to fly. Just believe in yourself, because the sky belongs to no one. This is what I literally want to say to those young women surgeons, to every woman actually.
They can pursue whatever they want to pursue.
Basically, sir, you just have to take that gut feeling. Just believe on yourself. Just believe in that Almighty God, because obviously without
There must
him,
be a higher plan for all of us.
Obviously,
We should
sir.
follow that plan. Now, why
Yes,
should
sir.
anybody else tell us what we should do or not do?
obviously, sir. But that thing, I think, takes a lot of guts. Just believe on yourself, and just everything
Courage
fell
is
into
important.
place.
Courage is important.
Yes, sir.
You have the wings, but you need courage to fly.
Yes, sir.
Have faith on your own wings.
Yes, sir.
Beautifully put, actually. Beautifully put. Highly inspiring. And Manisha, I wanted to know from you, like, say, there would be a lot of other women also listening to this podcast who may not be doctors. And some of them might be in school, some of them might be in colleges, some of them might be pursuing something that they never wanted to pursue. I feel that there is something that we can all learn from your story. That you never let your circumstances define what you would become. You let your gut feeling, your inner compass define it.
Yes, sir.
And that is the difference, If you let the surroundings define where I will reach, it will not work out. You let your inner compass was always the winning.
Oh, yes, sir.
You know,
obviously.
it's very beautifully put that you went into the surgery and you liked it. Okay, boss, yahi karna hai. And you went into neurosurgery, yahi karna hai. And during that decision making, you were not letting the societal stereotypes
Obviously,
affect
sir.
it. It's very important to bifurcate these two things. And for very fact of the matter, I want to tell all the lady doctors and even the male doctors who are listening to me today, that sometimes when we seek advices, too many advices from even the people that we love, they don't know you. You understand? So suppose you ask your parents that should I take medicine or surgery? A parent might be biased towards safety.
Yeah.
He might say, boss, medicine kar le, light hoga, kyun surgery? So you have to find for yourself, what is it that you want to do? Not let anybody else, it can't be it's your life. You only live once. Like for example, I always tell this jokingly in all career counseling sessions, that if I had asked my parents that I want to open dams, after, being a radiologist, it would never have happened.
Obviously.
It would never have happened. Advice of someone else would be based on their life experiences. Someone else's judgment on your life is based on their life experiences. And what I totally, resonate with, totally love about your story is the fact that you always did what you wanted to do. That's
Basically,
very
sir.
beautiful.
Because as you said, you are given only one life, and what you do to your life, it's your life. You have to take decision for yourself. Otherwise, कोई और आपकी लाइफ की ड्राइविंग सीट पे बैठेगा और वो अपने अकॉर्डिंग चलाएगा. So you have to take that charge.
You have to take the remote control of your life.
Basically.
वो ऐसे नहीं तो फिर दूसरे की चॉइस का नेटफ्लिक्स देखते हुए जिंदगी बीत जाएगी. अपना चैनल अपने हिसाब से
True,
देखेंगे.
sir. True.
So beautifully put. Any final message from your side to all the listeners?
Just believe on yourself. Be authentic. Be genuine. And always remember, doesn't matter how long or dark the night is, the sun will rise again.
And I think the most important message that I am taking from my own self from talking to you is be authentic, be genuine, be genuine to your own self. Sometimes we forget. Sometimes we forget कि बॉस मेरी जिंदगी मेरे लिए मैं क्या चाहता हूँ उसी को झूठ बोल दिया तो सब गड़बड़ हो जाएगी. And I totally love the genuinity that you have put in this podcast, and I hope it inspires many other people, other doctors, lady doctors to pursue their dreams. I wish you all the best, Dr. Manisha.
Thank you so much, sir.
So I hope you all enjoyed this episode with Dr. Manisha, where I personally enjoyed a lot. I learned that हमारे अंदर एक आवाज़ है जो बता रही है कि मुझे क्या करना है. उस आवाज़ से कभी आपने डरना नहीं है, उससे हार नहीं मानी. मुझे ये करना है तो वो ही करना है. फिर अगर वो आवाज़ बुलंद होगी ना, अगर मैं अपनी खुद की आवाज़ के प्रति जेन्युइन, ऑथेंटिक या ऑनेस्ट होगा ना, तो फिर मुझे दुनिया का स्टीरियोटाइप कभी अफेक्ट नहीं करेगा. दिस इज व्हाट आई लर्न फ्रॉम टुडेज टॉक. आई होप यू एंजॉयड इट. प्लीज राइट इन द कमेंट इफ समथिंग इन फ्रॉम टुडेज टॉक इंस्पायर्ड यू.